Hello dear listeners, leave a comment. How to evaluate singer Dimash? Young and already rich is, if not, a man of dreams. We're charming, wrapped, shaken like a god, a voice kissed by God, a face kissed by an angel. In my heart, little Dimash is a very good singer. His talent is different. His tone and range are very incredible. This is the basis and fact no one can cover up or destroy. Perhaps, as a singer and musician, his emotional expression is not rich enough and not delicate enough to make an impression on everyone, or he continues to demonstrate his height and even so-called dazzling skills. People who like him will still like him, can still be touched by his brilliant temperament and the atmosphere of the undead. As a person who was touched by the light of Dimash, I was able to absorb new energy in his performances and songs, touch his emotions, rejoice in his happiness and resonate. Consciousness has subjective differences. The experience of each is different from different ideological consciousness. Therefore, there are many people who can touch you, and they may not coincide. Maybe, Dimash cannot make you touch, even if you don't like it. How to express yours? It is your right to feel that it is your right, but it is unreasonable to impose your values on others or is too demanding. Dimash is just a singer, a musician, and now an artist. He makes his favorite music, he does what the artist has to do, he is used to packing, this is his choice. None of us can make a choice for him, just watch. Then people who like him, please continue to support him, to trust him. Those who are touched by him and gain strength from him, please continue to expect that he will constantly change and grow. People who do not like him, please respect him, be friendly and objective. Put forward your suggestions on criticism or go straight. Do not fuss, do not overdo it, and do not interfere in his personal life. This is not only for Dimash, but also for all public figures who make great and excellent efforts. After these few months, I face daily pressure from scientists, competitors, and life. In forming and developing such three views, I constantly accept all kinds of information and draw spiritual strength. I still appreciate the appearance of Dimash and his music. I do not want him to feel the support of me and my little support. I only hope that when he is confused or embarrassed, he can know his own existence and convey to thousands of people. Having come to happiness and strength, he deserves applause and must continue to progress and fulfill the duties of a singer and public figure, which is quite enough. Finally, dear Dimash, please become better and better, for yourself and for those who love you. Like me, everyone silently supports those who love him. No matter how hard and difficult your life is, you must persevere and do better and better. I hope that these feelings can tell a little thoughts in your heart, and Dimash can help a little. I have always enjoyed the sweet pleasure of blessing, not only because of his high and beautiful, but also because of his brilliant sexuality and inferiority. Young and already rich, this is not a man's dreams, borrowing the words, Irina Adler. In the same way, Dimash has such a genius who cannot be alive, and sexual. In the end, he won so many awards. He received international recognition and looks so good. Height, 191 meters. Dimash. This type of person created by Taizu is just a singer's great blessing. But Dimash is not the same as the volume he can integrate into. From the first time I listened to his singing, I believe that it was God who loved him to have music. It is no exaggeration to say that he is a genius. I have always enjoyed the sweet pleasure of blessing, not only because of his high and beautiful, but also because of his brilliant sexuality and inferiority. Young and already rich, this is not a man's dreams, borrowing the words, Irina Adler. In the same way, Dimash has such a genius who cannot be alive, and sexual. In the end, he won so many awards. He received international recognition and looks so good. Height, 191 meters. Dimash. This type of person created by Taizu is just a singer's great blessing. But Dimash is not the same as volume he can integrate into this social situation and does not live in his small space. Therefore Dimash can appreciate and even touch what we see in his music even if the language is unjustified or we are not completely we understand professional limitations, we will touch his sensitive mind and soul through music. After listening to The Help of a Sad Person, I felt that my mood could not calm down for a long time, and sometimes I was so excited when I was depressed. In the voice of this genius, a man of a dream must have some kind of magic, similar to darkness, and after listening to it, my heart was dug out. He sang opera 2 inches, and it was easy to return. Although he did not match the emotions expressed in the original song, many viewers said that this is a great skill. But in fact, he does not intend to ask the music producer, ask him to choose such a song and raise the key. Undoubtedly, Dimash's range is even wider than Vitas's. The song is very full and his own genius. The character of the Little Prince is very personal. I listened to this song more than 10 times. This is a blessing. Dimash, huh? I don't think there is anything to look at. It is very normal to love Dimash. In the end, this one is too attractive. But, being superficially savvy by an internal fan, I still hope that all those who love Dimash do not want to. He made excessive comments, such as brain damage, and prudently relates to everything that connected with him. He likes to protect him and support him so that he can develop and grow better. The first Sorrow for Sorrow by Dimash is much more amazing than the second opera. At first glance, he saw his style. Although it was a magnificent beauty, Hunan's satellite television raised his bangs and wore big. It was a star fan, but his opera opened the opening. Shocked, this is a kind of phantom of the opera, which is the sight, the heart of the whole person cannot be corrected, especially the sadness of the lyrics. Just look at the French translation below, it has been moved. What a popular electronic music is behind. I did not listen to it at all, and the voice of the angel Dimash turned in my head. Well, the above is the first feeling as a fan. Serious face, to be honest, Dimash's opera has risen by 3 degrees, saying that it is a combination of beautiful sounds, but there is no Vitas originality. Although it can be cleaned freely, several tools are added, but there is no Vitas, which is simple. The simplest is often the most attitude. From the day I found out about the opera Vitas, I had one-time accompaniment. To compare with Dimash, I listened to it several times. As a wake-up call, on a cold and cloudy morning, it is sour and cool. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, but his Help to a Sad Person is really beautiful! In addition, Dimash has a very pure character and temperament, though. But in his smile there is no star-shaped red network of serial production, vulgarization, but the full, operatic singer, the face and voice of an angel. The eyes and ears are taken by God. In addition, the international standard of classical electronic music pop spike, classic. I hope that you can earn Dimash by the name Dimash. Your fingers are very beautiful. Another one, say, I have never praised the praise of others. Your voice is very noble. God kissed the angel, child put my fingers. Of course, Teacher D attracts us more than his humor and wit, his cultivation of his inner talent. This is what really makes us think reason to stay with him all the time. For example, you can always see his respect for everyone between his gestures. Each of his signatures below will be put on a Dimash sincere and thorough in his work. Just as men never burst on music, every effort is made. There will always be ideas, music. This is his life. He will not forget, no matter how far he goes, the culture of promoting his nation will remain serious, no matter how high it stands. Say, everything that I have is for you. If you want to summarize it in one sentence, it must be, cool and madness on stage, and cute little in the audience. If you like his song, remember the concert. You will not regret listening to his scene. Dear listeners, leave a comment.